So I thought I'd just start talking now, and then I can keep an eye on which I haven't done actually. Let me load up so I know when I've actually started talking, and that way, if you've missed it, I can just repeat myself, and if you haven't, it's okay, and I don't like a crazy person. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here and watch YouTube myself, like I imagine a lot of you are doing right now, and then it will load, and then I'll know where I'm at, and then we can actually get on with this shindig. Also, for some reason, the camera makes it like I have bloodshot eyes. I don't. There's just something very strange going on. At the moment, nothing is happening. This is very weird. See, this is the problem. Also worrying, because it probably means I'm streaming. This is probably being streamed somewhere. And the question is where? No, that's not working. Although it says that I am streaming. Although we are not streaming because nothing is working. Let's try again. Click that. No, this is very weird. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, we've stopped again. Oh no, we're back. This may just start from nowhere. Yeah, that's worked. How strange is that? How absolutely bizarre. I don't know how much, let's see. Yeah, you're just going to get my head. You're going to get my enlarged head. So basically, here we go. Look, me sorting out. I had to update my Mac this morning, which I did. And it absolutely ruined OBS to the point that it wouldn't load. Now, finally, I then had to go back into the back end of what do you call it, of OBS to try and figure this out while I was streaming, even though it said that I was streaming. What an absolute night. Why do we bother updating anything? If this is what, it doesn't matter, we got there in the end. So yes, that's why it's all been a bit crazy. Don't update is what we've learned. I had to access OBS by going through terminal. What kind of world is that? Like DOS all over again. Sorry for the crazy early Q&A. Basically, it goes like this. I'm hosting the EGX stage today for Bethesda for Doom Eternal. So if you are watching this and you're going to EGX, make sure you head over there about 6 p.m. this evening. But it's miles and miles. It's in London, but it's miles and miles away from me. So I just thought I'd get this done early. The other thing I wanted to update you on, and I will put a post in the Patreon for everybody, is I am taking next week off. I have to sort some stuff out. It's semi-serious. Nothing to worry about. I'll when I know more, I'll inform you. I hope that's okay. I hope everybody can understand. I mean, the last time I took a week off was when I was sick, and then the last time I took a week off, I've basically taken 2 weeks off all year. So hopefully, as we're coming towards the end of the year, that's all right. I wanted to get some videos done before I left. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Unless I can smash something out today, I'll try. But yeah, I need to go sort something out. I'm still going to be doing What Culture stuff because I can take my camera with me. But I'm not going to have very much time. And basically, the only reason I'm still doing What Culture stuff is because I need to get paid, right? If I don't work, I don't get paid. I'm a freelancer. I'm not employed by anyone per se. But yes, so from this evening, as soon as my Bethesda thing is done, my EGX thing is done, I am going to be away from Friday to Sunday. I'm not going to be tweeting a lot. I'm not going to be doing a lot of anything. I need to sort some stuff out. Again, that sounds really ominous and Facebooky, like, oh, I'm so sad. But I just can't talk about it right now until I know more. But it's nothing super, super serious. But it is something that needs my time and attention. So yes, I hope that's all right. I hope it's okay. Again, I will smash a proper thread in the Patreon later on. Let's answer your questions. There weren't that many this week, which is fine. You know, you can do whatever you want, but it means it'll be a shorter Q&A, as you know. Brock, my man, I'm sure you've answered this in some form before, but what advice do you give as far as growing a YouTube channel, marketing, what kind of content draws, etc.? I don't know if I'm the right person to answer that. I mean, my channel is doing okay, but it's not profitable. Like, if the Patreon died, even if the Patreon went beneath, like, $1,000... I'd have to stop doing YouTube, basically. I'd have to go and find work elsewhere because it wouldn't be sustainable. As it is, I'm not trying to sound like a money grab, I probably need a little bit. I probably need $2,000. This sounds really, I don't earn that much. I don't want to say it, you know what I mean? So it's difficult. YouTube doesn't pay out like it used to. And I think that's the same with What Culture. I don't know. I don't see the back end. So I think the main thing to go about it is just to do something that's genuine and something you care about. Like let me get it up as I talk. The thing that surprised me this week is I did that video on the WWE 2K reactions. And that is one of the best videos I've done in ages in terms of, you know, gradual views and going up. People liked it. I got nice words about it, but it didn't make me any money. Which is not a problem because I didn't do it for that. I did it because the Patreon. Luckily I have you guys, and it was what I was passionate about. But I'm still proud of that video. And while it'd be great if it made $500, I think even if you find a niche that's making you loads of money, I still think eventually you'll burn out because you won't enjoy what you're doing. So I wouldn't necessarily worry about what kind of content draws. I mean, the crazy thing about YouTube is anything can draw. Who knows what's going to do well? So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. I'd find something you enjoy and just start making videos. And be aware that you're building for the future. So even if your first videos don't even do over 500 views, you may get your 100 and 501, whatever I said. In the next one may then blow up, and the best thing is you'll have a bunch of content that people can then go back and watch, which they will do if they like what you do. So that's the best thing that I would do. Find what you like. Yeah, it's good to try and create a niche for yourself. So if you are going to do wrestling videos, try and think, well, how can I do them differently? How can I separate them? But yeah, don't overthink it. Make sure passion is top of that list, and do what you love. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be too depressing. We're all going to be facing our last days eventually, and I think it's better to look back and go, hey man, I had a good time, as opposed to, well, I didn't make enough money. Can't take it with you. Nick C, hey Simon, my buddy and I had a great time at SmackDown last week. Just a quick recap of the dark segments. The pre-show match was Heavy Machinery versus the B Team, and the ending dark match was supposed to be Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, but Tony Nese and Drew Gulak came out and cut a promo about the crowd not appreciating their hard work. Daivari then helped beat them down, but Orton and Owens fought them off. Mike Kanellis then came out and cut a promo about not being recognised. Well, that's real. He then got a stunner and an RKO, and that was the end. 205 Live was great. Really happy I got to see it. Final note, I saw Metallica SNM2 on Sunday, and I don't need to tell you it was awesome, but it was. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that, dude. I hope you have a good week, too. I think WWE usually kind of does a good job with their dark matches and things that people don't see. Like, even after Raw, they did Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. And while that's a big controversy at the moment, at least, that's not a bad thing if you're in the audience and you wanted to see that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The 205 Live stuff is interesting. Just having Orton and Owens beat them up. Also, Orton and Owens together. It's not really a team. Well, they are both on Raw now. But that's the SmackDown thing, I guess. What was the SmackDown? You can't answer, you're not watching. But I want to know what the SmackDown set looks like live. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with Mike Kanellis too. WWE, either it is a massive work or they're quite clear that he's pissed off and they're not doing anything about it. As for SNM2, I don't think I'm going to be able to see it in cinemas just because of my schedule. I think there's another showing in like 12 days or something, but I'm going to be out and away. So I'm hoping they announce the damn album soon. I want to keep that as fresh as possible. So I'm not watching any videos. I'm not listening to anything. I want to experience that how it's meant to be experienced. But at the moment, they haven't announced anything. I thought that Metallica XX was going to be that, 20 years since the first one. But that was them doing those 5 American festivals, which is cool. Although we don't even know the situation with James Hetfield at the moment. But no, I'm looking forward to that. The S&M was the first Metallica album I ever heard, which some people go, oh, stupid. I can't help which, that just happened to be. It was a chance. It was circumstance. But yeah, I can't wait. Stan, my man, just watch your 2K ratings video, complete gold. Though I have to say, while not mad, a couple I shake my head at. Oh yeah, that's cool, Stan. I think everything should be criticised and everything should be open to debate. I just don't get it when I obviously saw a lot of videos of people just swearing blindly, and I was like, it's just a game, man. Just don't let it bother you. Zelina Vega, 83. She is higher than Sasha Banks, Nikki Cross, Tony Storm, Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, among many others. That is weird. Stephanie Man, 75. Higher than Dakota Kai and same as Candice LeRae. Also very weird. On a personal note, just had my doctor visit. I am down under 270 pounds, the lowest I've weighed in about a decade. Amazing. And being a type 2 diabetic, my blood sugar has always been high, but this time I'm in normal person range. For reference, normal range is 4 to 6, and I usually around 7.5 to 8.5. Well, this time I was 6.1. Dude. This is so cool. This is not like a breathalyzer where it's based on a current amount. This blood test gives an overall view of where you are. I'm so happy and proud of myself for how well I've done this summer and had to share with you and everyone. I don't get to brag too much, but I'm going to brag about this. And you should, dude, because that's how you supply your body and your brain with the chemicals to ensure that you'll keep on doing it. You should pat yourself on your back. You should feel proud. You should be happy because you set out to do this and now you've smashed it. And if you're I'm not saying you are, but in general terms, if you're too hard on yourself or don't allow yourself to enjoy it, you'll probably fall back into maybe old habits. So damn right you should be proud, man. Losing weight is an incredible difficult thing to do because when we're stressed or upset, binge eating or what's the other word they say? What's the phrase when you eat to make yourself feel better? I can't remember. It's something that everybody does, or at least everybody has fallen victim to it. And they go, oh, I've eaten too much. What did I do that for? And it does make you feel good because it releases dopamine in the brain. And then it's very easy to get confused that feeling with eating when actually the two aren't connected at all. So, man, Stan, you have smashed it. You deserve it. You're a good guy. We've talked a lot. I massively appreciate it. You keep me informed, man. Just keep doing you. Keep doing you. I swear, good things always come when you start journeys like this. And I'm proud of you, and you should be damn proud of yourself as well. Shout out to Nicky Nacho as well, who's watching live. Just joined your channel. Happy to contribute because I really enjoy your hard work and content. Hand on heart. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's very, very kind. In fact, I'll post this thread in the community tab as well before I've done. But thanks, dude. I appreciate that, man. That's really kind of you. And hand on heart to you, of course. Still don't know where that came from. Undead FB Goo, which is the last one, sadly. Nice quick Q&A. Hello, Simon. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Do you know what I realized this week? When I watch AEW, I forget that WWE exists in a weird way. I get so caught up in what they're doing. By the end of the show, I'm like, okay, so I wonder what will be on the Elite and will happen next Wednesday. Whereas when I watch Raw and SmackDown, I remember and praise Tony Khan that AEW is inexistent. Crazy, ain't it? Think about what a mad 2019 it has been and where we are right now. Even my husband, who hasn't watched wrestling since 2000, thinks AEW is better. I'm hoping that he keeps thinking that, so when Cody and Co come to the UK, I can go and see them. Well, you got to do that, especially the first time they come. Can you imagine how loud that crowd's going to be? I'm going to make him watch this week's Dynamite, as next week he is off on Thursday, so he can watch Pac versus Mox with me. I'm sure he's looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, AEW right now, they're still doing over 1 million in the ratings. That came out last night. I think NXT was down to like 704,000. Still a good number. I mean, not what they need to be. The problem with AEW right now is they're they're suffering from other people's expectations. Because the rumor beforehand was that 800,000 would be good. Maybe 500, 600,000 would be good. Then they smashed a 1.4. Now they're basically doing a 1.05 or whatever. If they keep doing over 1 million, I think that's incredible. But everybody does it. Everybody gets excited. They put their own expectations on it. Their expectations aren't met and they blame everybody else. To me right now, AEW is far surpassing expectations, be that live crowds, TV, merch. It's a company. There's no two ways about it. Let's have a chat about music. Damn right. About 3 weeks ago, I set myself a challenge on this metal Facebook group. I asked people to send me their Spotify playlists, and each week I would listen to only that playlist and do this until the end of the month. I have 2 weeks left, and it's been so much fun. I bet it would be good. I asked for it to be mainly metalcore, as that's my taste. I've grown my personal playlist so much since this, although I must say I can't wait to be able to listen to my music again. I like the way you listen to music, Undead. That's really cool. That's the way you should do it. Like, test yourself, or put yourself into a new environment. I miss InVision so much. I treated myself to one of their band shirts. I love it. Can't wait to hear your review of the songs bands I have suggested. This is what I filled my time at college with years ago, bands and finding music. Also have a check of Falling in Reverse. I have a playlist of all the bands you recommended me, and I am going through them at the gym. And once I'm all done, I haven't got opinions yet, but when I do, I will get back to you. The lead singer has some issues in the past. I won't go into them, but he is amazingly talented. Have a look at the following videos in order. There's Narrative, Losing My Mind, Losing My Life, and Drugs. Jeez, I can't imagine. Their back catalogue is a bit different to these songs, but I think it's the direction they may be headed in. Oh, and my appointments went well. I have one more this month on the 30th. They're just checkups, but have been done to stay healthy. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, have an amazing weekend. Chatting the week somewhere on the internet, no doubt. Hell yeah. I love the way. I mean, music to me is so important. Music essentially changed my life, as we've talked about many a time. New bands are just crazy. Like, the best new band I probably listened to this year was Ice Nine Kills, which obviously, Undead knows all about too. So I will do them all. Like I say, I have a playlist on my phone all ready to go. I'm going to hit the gym at some point today, and I'll make sure I continue to listen to them. It's one of those things where people ask if you have to give up the gym or music. I'm like, I don't know what I would do, because both chill me out, both balance me out, both are huge pillars in my life. And I think I'd be a bit lost about either of them. Like, that's how important they are to me. So I completely understand where you're coming from. Music's a crazy thing because you can't define music. And isn't it strange that, I like metal, somebody else will like pop, somebody else will like reggae, R&B, hip hop, and there are other things that you can invest in that eventually you may get to like, or you may hear something completely random and go, oh, I like that, even though the genre isn't a favorite of mine. And I just find that crazy. I find that incredible. Like, music is bigger than us all, as cheesy as that sounds. So yeah, everyone hit me up with we should do more music videos. So everybody hit me up with some ideas or your favorite bands or whatever. I mean, I'll do a top 10 Metallica songs or something boring like that. And that's all the questions, actually. I mean, I'll check Facebook because I've always put a link up there too. Somebody may have thrown some stuff in. No, there's nothing. There's nothing. So that's it. Thank you very much as always. Again, I'll put a thread up later, but I got to sort some stuff out next week, which I will discuss once it's all said and done. I'll let you know. I hope that's okay. I never like feeling like I'm not living up to my end of the bargain, but life is life, and brains are brains, and sometimes you need to balance stuff out. That's just the truth. But again, I'll mention all this in the thing. This one is going to end very weirdly today because can I do this? Yes, all right. Whoops, I just did that. Again, OBS broke at the start. Keep an eye out for the thread. Like I said, we'll try and do a massive Q&A in a couple of weeks to make up for it. But in the meantime, have a good weekend. If you're at EGX later, 6 p.m, head on over to the Bethesda stage. I am hosting a Doom Eternal thing. It's only like 40 minutes. It's going to be really short. We're going to have a lot of fun, do a lot of dumb stuff, wind some people up. It would be great to see you. So, yeah, enjoy your weekends. I'll see you then.